Let me tell you something they never taught you in school. High IQ doesn't always look the way you think it does. It doesn't look like straight A's. It doesn't look like confidence. Sometimes it looks like being too in your head, doubting yourself when others don't, needing silence more than feels normal, feeling like your brain just works differently. Science has a name for all of that. Here are 7 real psychological signs of high intelligence. And stick around for number 4, because it's the one most people completely misread about themselves. Sign 1. You question your own first answer. You get an answer quickly, and then you question it. Most people go with their gut and move on. But your brain runs a second check, almost automatically. Psychologists call this cognitive reflection. Harvard research shows it predicts real-world problem-solving ability better than standard IQ tests. You're not overthinking. You're doing something most people's brains simply skip. Sign 2. You're curious about things that don't matter. Why do people make irrational decisions? How did ancient civilizations build things without modern tools? Why does that one song make you emotional every time? The University of London found that higher IQ consistently correlates with openness to experience, an insatiable drive to understand how things actually work. Your random curiosity isn't a distraction. It's your brain hunting for patterns. Sign 3. You watch more than you speak. In a room full of people, you're the one observing, not shy and strategic. You pick up tone shifts, unspoken tension, what's underneath someone's words. Psychologists call this active observation, and it's tied directly to fluid intelligence and emotional awareness. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most insightful one. Sign 4. You doubt yourself more than overconfident people do. This one surprises people. Highly intelligent individuals tend to experience intellectual humility, a deep awareness of what they don't know, and that awareness makes them doubt themselves more. Meanwhile, people with genuinely lower ability often feel certain. That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. The less someone knows, the less they realize it. So your self-doubt? It's not insecurity, it's accuracy. And here's where it gets more personal. Because the next 2 signs aren't just about intelligence. They're about how intelligent people experience the world differently from everyone around them. Sign 5. You get bored. Faster than most. Not lazy, not restless. Research in the Journal of Health Psychology found that high IQ individuals experience more boredom in unchallenging environments because their brains process stimulation faster and constantly need more of it. If routine drains you and novelty energizes you, that's not a flaw in your character. That's your brain running at a higher baseline speed. Sign 6. You prefer 1. Real conversation. Over 20 shallow ones. Small talk exhausts you. But a deep conversation at midnight about life, consciousness, or why humans are the way they are, that energizes you. The British Journal of Psychology found intelligent individuals feel less satisfied with constant social interaction, not because they dislike people, but because their minds are wired for depth over volume. You're not antisocial, you're selective, and there's a big difference. Sign 7. You feel things more deeply than people expect. Here's something most high IQ content never mentions. Intelligence and emotional intensity aren't opposites, they're linked. Psychologist Kazimierz Dabrowski's research on gifted individuals found what he called overexcitability. Highly intelligent people don't just think more deeply. They feel more deeply too. You're not too sensitive. Your nervous system is simply more tuned in. So if you overthink, crave depth, doubt yourself even when you're right, and feel like your brain just operates on a different frequency, you're not broken, you're not weird. You're wired for deeper thinking. And if that resonates, subscribe right now, because this channel is built exactly for minds like yours. We don't just share psychology facts. We decode why humans think, feel, and behave the way they do. Your kind of brain deserves content that actually keeps up with it.